Hey, I'm Tina, a small artist based in Melbourne, Australia, and this year I booked my first ever Artist Alley convention. This video is part of a series that documents my journey as I try to figure out how to start an art business from scratch, and this is episode 4.
My business cards are here! I was really worried though because it said that UPS was delayed, and then randomly I got an email being like, oh, enjoy, your order has been delivered. Okay, joke's on me. I thought I was filming that whole time and I wasn't. Really quick look at the cards. This is no longer my first look, but it was something along the lines of, oh my god, they actually look really good. This is how many I have. That's 200, and there's about 25 of each print. It's kind of nice. You can see all the different colors that are layered in there. They've put them in like shuffled order, so it's not like all of the Yujis and then all of the Megumis. It's like Yuji, Megumi, whatever, right? And this is kind of what they look like. Very nice. And the other side looks good as well. And I was saying that it's actually quite thick. Like, I think it's 350 GSM, which is why. And it's like a coated finish. I think I'm fine with that, to be honest. And I was also saying that the colors did come out darker than I thought, which it is what it is. You know, what are you gonna do about it? I'm happy with them the way that they are right now. Would I do things differently next time? Yes, but you know, the way that they are now is also absolutely fine. I'm happy with them. So this is how many I have to give out at the con, and let's see how I go and what people think about them. I hope people like them. Hello. This is going to be a golden hour Daiso haul because I just went to Daiso to pick up some of the remaining stuff that I need, and I'm really praying that it works and I don't have to go back. And I also picked up some other things that I needed. So it's not much, but first things I got were these tiny little hooks because I needed some way to display my keychains. I want to thread it through the first hole. I'll show you later, but I need something with a really tiny entrance, and this was the closest that I could find. So I really hope these fit, and if they don't, I'm gonna just go and return the other two. I also bought this card holder because I have a bunch of cards that I've just like got strewn around and I want to put them in here. I might buy more than one, so then I can put like business cards that I collect from Artist Alley in here. I bought 2 little wire baskets because Tam recommended and said it was super helpful having these either on the side of your display or just like inside of the display for you to put stuff. So I think I'm gonna put one of them on the inside for like my square holder, and business cards I'm gonna put in bags or gift to people when they buy stuff, and then I might put one on the outside for, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Then I bought this classic item that every artist that vends at a table probably has. It's literally just like a little display peg thingy, and I just pulled one of the pegs out, which is not a good sign, but you can also get these at IKEA for like $4, but this was cheaper. This was a display one. The lady had to go and like take one that was holding other stuff in the store, but honestly, I don't even care. Like, it's just gonna be sitting on the table like this. It doesn't matter. And they didn't have any others in stock, I'm pretty sure, so I was even lucky that I was allowed to buy the display one. And then the last thing that I bought is literally just like a silicone sheet. And I bought this because I saw this video recently about like how plastic leaches into your food when you heat it up in the microwave. Not to say that like I fact checked it and everything, but it's just good to not have your food near plastic when you're eating it and like heating it up and cooking it as much as you can. So we have a plastic lid cover that goes on top of our bowls and dishes when we heat stuff up, but I sent my boyfriend the video and he actually agreed. He was like, oh, I'm thinking of like trying to swap it out for something else. So my friend Vince, shout out to Vince, recommended getting like just a silicone cover because silicone is also non-reactive, because we were literally thinking like, could we get a glass cover? I don't know, that's pretty dangerous. So I'm gonna give this a go and see if it works out, and if it does, great. I think that's it for the whole, let me show you the keychain issue. Okay, so in terms of keychains, my main issue is thus. See how these two have different chains and one is a lot longer? When I put these on the displays, I want them to hang at the same height like this, or exactly where I put them. There won't be any space for like this much space for them to just hang. So I can't get command hooks that are just like this big because I don't want to hang by this one. I want to hang by this one. And I think looking at this, these are definitely going to be able to hold that circle, like that size versus the entryway of those holes. I think we have a winner. The only issue might just be like, it's really easy to steal them because they're not stuck on properly, but I don't know. I don't hear too much issues with theft, and it's going to be like right at the front of my display anyway, and I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. So we shall see how that goes, but I'm glad that that fits. That's really good. And now I just have to make the actual backing that those stickers go onto. We're going on a flight.
Crazy to think that this is the last video before the actual con itself, but watching this footage back while editing, you can definitely tell. I'm cramming in as much work as possible into any spare time just to make the deadlines, and although I felt extremely productive for the time that I was given, I do think it came at the cost of my passion for creativity and also physical well-being. These clips were taken on an interstate trip that we had planned months back for a family event, but even though it was only going to be for a few days, I felt like I had to bring all of my equipment with me so that I could squeeze as many productive hours as I could from what little free time that I did have. I realize now that this was not only a pipe dream, as I wasn't willing to sacrifice quality time with my loved ones while I was there, but it was also something I'd likely have to deal with as a small business owner who was juggling full-time work too once I went back. Speaking from the future, I can definitely confirm this is an accurate impression.
I missed the view of the bridge. Wow.
Like mining,
Yeah! Wow. It's like Transformers. They're so big. Beautiful and green. Why do they still make plugs like this? It's so not compatible with Apple chargers. Or better yet, why do they still make Apple chargers like this?
But worry not. Although I have mostly clips of me working while everyone else is outside having fun, don't let this deceive you into thinking that I was as good as a corporate slave with a please fix in my inbox during the trip. I'm just working hard so you can have a fun video to watch every 3 weeks. And while we were there, I did manage to spot a pod of dolphins by the beach, which I think is the first time I'd ever seen some in real life in the wild. There was also this awesome swimming hole situation, which made us all wish we brought bathers when we packed, and the weather was lovely too to boot. So I gotta say, despite the extra hours I had to clock in for, it was a wonderful trip.
Good morning. I am here today to pick up my test prints. Obviously it's really exciting because this is the last step of things that I need to get prepared in terms of inventory. So I have finally got my test prints done, and I'm going to just see if they look right based on the files that I sent, and if I'm happy with the color, I'll just send all the other files I've already formatted and then pick up, and then my inventory is done. Okay, we're gonna do the review in the car because the man was really nice and he was standing there the whole time, and I didn't want to waste his time like trying to film at the same time because he's super busy. I think it's just him and one other person, but he did a few test prints of every design, so I have like 3 Nanamis. He kind of just stood there while I looked over everything. So they
came out really nice. I actually quite like them. They're just A6s, but I don't know if you can tell, they're quite dark. I don't know if that's just the way I formatted the file or what, but I think I would prefer if it's like slightly less saturated and contrasted. So this is how everything came out. The quality of the paper is fine. I'm happy with that. The finish is fine. I think the only thing is I'm gonna have to make my handle slightly more clear for the smallest sizes because it's really hard to see at this size what it is. Like you can see on this one there, but this one not so much. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna adjust all of the colors so that they're not so like oversaturated like so. Pretty good. Happy with that. Good man. He was super nice too. I think it's one of those things where like unless you have a person-to-person interaction, it's really hard to tell the vibes and the dynamic that you have with them. Because when we were just emailing, I was just thinking like, this guy is so aloof. Like I would email him and I wouldn't hear back for like weeks. And then I called him and it's obvious he's just like super busy, doesn't have time to be responding courteously to emails and things like that all the time, you know what I mean? Which is totally fine. But it's so easy to get misunderstandings when you're not directly with them face to face, which I was talking to a coworker recently about how important it is that we do have office days. As much as it's like, you know, a universal truth that it's a pain to commute and get dressed and go into the office and prepare lunch and stuff like that, it is still really, really good to be able to sit in the office with your coworkers and be able to just pop over to their desk when you have a question or when you need to discuss something for your work. It's so fast to be able to go into a room together and just draw it out on a whiteboard or, you know, in different lines of work to be able to be there together and work on something together just immediately without having to like set up a call and then set up a virtual whiteboard. It's just a benefit that like is going away, and it's such a shame because it's so valuable to be in there in person with someone like this and then have like a human connection, a human conversation, a connection. The thing that makes us so fundamental as human beings. Like, COVID did a number on us as a society. My acrylic stand came and I just did a quick mock-up. I think I'm gonna do it this way. And I'll put the sticker for the sticker sheet prices there, and I'll put the like sticker for the stickers price maybe like here or something. And then this will be on the left side of my display. I think it honestly looks really good. Like I'm very happy with the size that I ended up picking. And I think I'm not gonna end up doing like a physical catalog picture that I had on my original display because it's just gonna be obscured by this. And if anything, I'll just put a QR code to like a digital catalog that I'll make on my card, and then people can just scan that and look at it. Otherwise, everything's priced and labeled where they are anyway. We'll see if I have time to make a physical catalog. I'm making the post catalog at the moment. But wow, it's really all coming together now. With these changes, they look a lot more cohesive now. Much better. There's no weird orange tint anymore. Yay! You know, it's very small changes, but I feel like it has a big effect. Like it looks way better now. It's almost like it hurt my eyes before. Last set. And he put them all in order this time, which is very nice of him. These came out so much crispier for some reason. So I guess it's good that I redid all of them completely. Maybe it was me, but I'll show you what I mean. I don't know how hard it's going to be to tell on camera, but these are super crispy. These are not. Like this is the same focus. I haven't changed the zoom. See how this is like crispy and this is a little blurry? I think it honestly might have just been when I converted the sizes down. I might have resized it slightly so it became a little bit blurry, but hey, I'm happy with the files that I sent him coming out crispier because I'm happy with the colors, in which case all I have to do now is just send him all the other sizes along with the other things that I want printed and then just pick them up next week. And then I'm done. Hello. I'm gonna film a very chaotic update while I'm on the streets of Melbourne because I'm on my way to meet Vince, who printed my card holder. I don't wanna run, but I have to. But it is 3 days from the con, it's Wednesday, and I have pretty much everything at my house except for my prints, which should be done today. And I'm gonna pick them up either today if my boyfriend is kind enough to go right after work, because I'm in the office today, I can't go. Or I'm gonna go first thing tomorrow morning and just flex a bit of my time. But I feel very nervous. Partially in the sense that I really want it to go well, so I'm nervous that it won't. And then partially in the sense that something might go wrong. And obviously I don't want anything to go wrong. So anyway, forgot how awkward it was filming in public while you're walking towards a stream of people on the street. Hopefully my prints come out okay today and there's no issues. And all my backings and stuff are printed okay. And then all that's left is to show up on Friday night and rock up and set up my table.
There's a big one and there are small ones.
Okay.
So the big one here
Big one goes in the middle.
goes in the middle and you just have to like stick it on there. And
Okay.
you can use glue if you want to.
Yeah.
And then you just chuck these all on.
There's two. The backing. Very nice. I just picked up my printing. The radio's gonna come on. I haven't looked at them in detail yet. They seem fine from first glance, but he was so nice. He didn't even charge me extra for the new files that I added. It was like maybe 6 pages of extra printing, but he was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, please let me pay for them in the test prints, but I'll just bring him new business as a payment instead because he didn't want to charge me extra. So that turned out to be such a lovely part of this process. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now. Hello, it is the night of Thursday before I go bump in tomorrow, which is where we go in to set up for the convention the night before. So I'm gonna show my boyfriend how to put the cubes together so that he can help me tomorrow night to set everything up. And while he's practicing doing that, I'm going to put my backings onto their foam backings and to put the little hooks that I bought for the charms and the Velcros on the back, and basically like preparing it to be used on the display. And we're maybe gonna just like put the whole display together as much as we can today, just to see how it works and get used to like the mechanics of it all. I'm gonna show you how to put these together first. Just fit. My middle name is close enough. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's see if these fit correctly. Exactly what I wanted. So I can hang them by the top. Or even the second ring. Okay, but maybe not the second ring. By the top, yes! Did I get the sizes okay? I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's a bit busy. Definitely. A wee bit. Been slaving for like 2 hours. It's like 11:30, but My blind bags are all done. I think they're pretty cute. I'm almost done. I just have to cut out all of the labeling for the prices, stick them onto the foam board, pray that there's enough space, cut them out of the foam board, and then I think that's it. I mean, I still need to organize my cash float, organize my sticker box, but apart from that, I think I can do all of that tomorrow. Most of it is just stuff I need for the setup tomorrow, and I think I have everything I need for the setup tomorrow. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly finish so I can go to bed. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.